And of course, the first weekend is so critically important. So Will Packer, congrats. And by the way, folks, he's also on the cover of Black Enterprise this month. All right. Everything in church isn't pretty, and minister and Christian author Deborah Simpkins lays it all bare in her latest novel, Ministers with White Collars and Black Secrets. She joins me this morning. So, all right, so you call this a novel, but you got real stories in here, or what's the deal?
It's embellished on real stories, Roland.
All right, so like what secrets? What you talking about? So who over here goes to church? Is it like in church or a black church?
It's a black church.
Black church. Hazel?
I'm a minister at a black church.
All right, Francesca?
You know, I actually stopped going to church because of a lot of the things you talk about in the book, a lot of the hypocrisy. I felt that it wasn't worth it. So
you can switch churches. I mean,
I know, but I went to several churches, and I honestly, to be real honest right now, I felt that I found a lot of that hypocrisy in a lot of the churches I went to. So we study the Bible at home, and
you know what? I'm taking you behind the church this week. Go ahead.
That's exactly, Roland, what the book is not going to do if you really read it. It's not going to tear you away from church. It's going to tear you or drive you towards finding the church within yourself. The church is not a building. The church is in your heart. And therefore, you can't say that people can steer you away from going to church because you're going to church to fellowship and worship God. So how can people take you away, or people's actions steer you away from going to a place to worship God?
So what secrets you got?
A lot of secrets, Roland.
Like what? I'm asking the question.
It's just the dark side of ministry. It's what goes on behind the scenes. It's the struggles and challenges that ministers as real people deal with.
Right.
And we shouldn't judge them. We have to realize that ministers are not perfect. That's the biggest secret. But in this book, I'm not trying to expose or bring down anyone in ministry. I'm exposing myself. That's the truth. The truth is that I'm exposing myself. I'm free to say that I made mistakes. I'm a minister, Roland, and I was changed through grace, but I made some mistakes on my journey to becoming a minister, and I want to be free to say that. I made mistakes. I messed up. I fell down, but the church is the place that I can get back up.
We fell down. Okay. All right.
I think that's brave, though. I think that what you do in this book truly is brave to put yourself out there like that and admit that you fell down. I mean, that's very...
But it is a novel, so she kind of got some cover.
Some cover, you know, but you're saying
really,
that a lot, that you're saying that it is based, it's embellished, and I think that's really brave. I couldn't put myself out there like that, so...
Well, I was tired of...
Yes, you can. You told us you told us you ain't seen New Jack City. You also told you didn't know what CP time was, being from Kansas.
That's a little bit different than putting out my personal mistakes and my past out there.
I think it's important for anyone to stand up and be able to be transparent and let people know that they made mistakes, because there's people out there that made mistakes and they don't want to come out with it. They feel like they got to hold that in. But you can actually change lives by letting people know that I've been through what you've been through. I've been in places that you've been through, and you're never too dirty, you're never too messed up, you're never too low down to be lifted back up. And I think that this is all based on women having an arena and being able to say and come to someone and just be honest and say, we're sisters. We can get through this together. I'm not going to tear you down, but I'm going to lift you up.
We remember the story of the movie The Best Man, and how all the folks who the novel was about, they knew it was about them. Are you concerned any of the folks you may have dealt with or former colleagues will perhaps read these stories and go, wait a minute, she's embellishing over my story.
The ones
How you talking about me?
The very few that still speak to me, yeah, I was concerned, but I was more concerned about the therapy that I needed to be a better mother, to be a better wife, to be a better person.
All right, the book is Ministers with White Collars and Black Secrets, The Truth Exposed. Deborah Simpkins, all right, we surely appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Roland. I appreciate
All right, I got to pay some bills right now. I'm Roland Martin. This is News 1 Now on TV 1.